Budsoda, thank you for sending me this one and making this part of the live stream and soon to be video possible.
All right.
I got scammed. So I'm trying to save $30,000 in 100 days by door dashing for like 18 hours a day with the goal of buying my mom a car. Yesterday, I got a phone call while I was in the middle of an order and it was claimed to be DoorDash customer service. They said that my order was fraudulent and I needed to cancel it immediately. So I canceled it and then they said I needed to send them the verification code that they texted me. I said the verification code out loud and immediately that's when they hacked into my account and I lost access to my account. They told me that my account needed to be verified. That's why I lost access to my account. They allowed me to sign back into it, and then they tried to get me to change my routing and account number within my account. That's when I immediately decided that this was a scam and I hung up. But at that point, it was already too late. They already had changed my username and password and I no longer had access to my account. I'm currently trying to get it back through DoorDash support. Apparently, this is a common scam among Uber, Instacart, DoorDash, all these apps, so definitely be aware of this. But I'm already on day 5 of my $30,000 challenge. Everything was going great. I'm trying to make $300 a day, but now I don't have access to DoorDash, so I don't know what to do. Should I try to keep pushing through and just do Instacart? What should I do?
Yeah, that's a rough one. This is the most common scam in the book. I know most of you guys in the comments probably know it, but like it's wild that happened to like he's got a lot of followers. Like I see his reels all the time, and just don't ever give out that 6-digit code or the 4-digit code, whichever app it is. Do not ever fall for that. They were even trying to get him to do the legwork for them. So now that they obviously switched the account and routing number, it'll take a week for them to get the money, and then that account will be up for rent on the black market. I mean, we've got all these ICE raids and stuff happening. You know, they've already hit a few Walmart, so Spark drivers. So like the illegal accounts are getting cracked down on for that reason. But like, whoo, man, just it's kind of wild that kind of stuff happens. And recovering your account is pretty hard to do, and you're very lucky if you get it back. My best advice to him would be to sign up for every other app you can that you can do on the road. There's a lot of different. I've told him a few times in his videos, like sign up for some of the catering platforms and just switch cities. Because he stays a week or two in a place. I just switch cities a few times, and there's ones that are regional. On the Cartwheel apps, you can sign up for them. And then there's Roadie, that's everywhere. Instacart's everywhere. UberEats everywhere. DoorDash everywhere. Grubhub, and it's more of a pain to do the back door, but you sign up for a city that's busy. If you happen to visit it, boom, you're on, and then you can. There's a YouTube video up. You can just YouTube it and put your city very easily. Just don't fall for these scams, folks. Never, ever, ever give out any kind of verification code. And if you hang up and you hit the phone like you're going to call, I bet you that number matches what the customer one would be. So it's someone who's hacked a customer account or put up a fake one, and they're claiming it's a scam. And usually it's like sauces, or at the grocery store, it'll be a few tomatoes or something stupid. And it's a big red flag if it's like something really tiny and insignificant, or something that doesn't make sense. Like, yes, I've had orders that were legit, that were items that were forgotten. Like they forgot their Baja Blast at Taco Bell. People love that stuff. But like otherwise, most of those kind of things that are one item and it's not a common everyday thing that someone would want is a big red flag.
Yeah, and the other part of that is number one, they tell you pretty much right off the bat you never give out a code. I'm pretty sure that's included in the message. I don't want to say it's obvious that it's a scam because like we work on these platforms, we shouldn't have to worry about these things, but the reality is that not all people are good people and not everybody's trustworthy at the end of the day. No matter how much we want to believe that there is, what's the best word for it? not everybody is going to do the right thing by you, number one, and number two, that like those those driver accounts are exactly what end up on the black market. You've said that yourself. But another way he could have protected himself was making sure he was learning about this stuff already. Um, he said he was trying to get $30,000 in 100 days to get his mom a car. How were you planning on, like, were you just assuming because you were in a larger market that you were some sort of DoorDash expert and you didn't need to know how to handle these issues? Because at the end of the day, like you said, you only have Instacart. You're probably only on DoorDash and Instacart at that point. Are you on Uber Eats? Are you on Grubhub? Are you signing up for other gig apps? Are you having a diversified gig portfolio? Because I'll tell you what, well-versed gig worker is going to be able to hit those numbers that without too much issue.
So
But
there's basic apps that every gig worker should have tried to sign up for. So that's the Trinity of the food apps, Instacart, Spark. There's the one for Target. Gosh darn it, I can't remember that one. Oh man, that's bad. At least be on these ones, especially if you're in a busy market for it. I know Albany region's very busy for Target stuff. I never got anything going the right way, especially when you're first starting out. You don't have any preferred customers yet that will tip you. And then there's so many last mile apps. There's medical courier apps. There's a lot of different stuff out there, especially in a car. It's like I know a lot of people don't like roadie, but like he travels from city to city. That's like a great place to start. And like I don't know if he's tried to stack with DoorDash and Instacart because it's super common. Let's say Aldi, that's a nationwide store. It's super easy to grab stacks from. So like the Instacart's good and it's going 15 miles. And then you turn on DoorDash as you're going to go like check out, and they said you a 5-item order going 15 miles for $10, but you're already going that way. Just grab it. That's how I used to make a lot of money on these apps. Is like I'd look for orders that nobody else wants, and you stack. I know. But like I'm just saying, that's the most common strategy that a gig worker can really diversify their portfolio with, and be versed in different kinds of apps. Like I think the grocery game's still where you're going to get it. And as far as on demand versus like food delivery, hey buddy, I got a little friend here.
yeah, I think Lisa just said that someone in her Discord is making mad money on roadie lately.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think with Roadie XD, I think that's something that's been talked about a lot. You can make a significant amount of money.
So like Bubba Sue's Market in Jersey, there was one that had like 50 15-inch packages on Roadie XD, but that's something you do in the average car. That's something you could fit, and it paid really good. It was 50 something stops, but the estimated time would have been totally worth it, and it's like 98 guaranteed dollars, so why not? And then it's roadie too, so like you got your hot bag, do what I do. Oh, it's going to the far away point, it's a few miles out. Start looking for orders going that direction and just keep going.
Yep.
That's how I've made excellent money in Pittsburgh, especially during the holidays. During the holidays, they would start bumping it up after like 1:30. Like the Best Buys would jump way up in price. The Home Depots would jump up in price. The Walmarts would jump up in price. But most commonly, those in the evening, so like 5:30 on, you'd want to start looking at those, and then they jump up in price. But it's also common for the same gig to be posted on multiple of these last miles. I know Lisa's Discord, there's like a lot of people who do that. I think Gator is one of them, and Oklahoma Market, and he goes and gets a lot of those. Like he'll see it on Roadie for $15. He'll see it on this other app for 23. And all of a sudden for $23, it's worth taking. And Walmart, yeah, you can't, like, even though they're supposed to with the other apps, they won't let you take more than one order at a time. But like, say the Target's next door, say the Home Depot's next door, boom, 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 boom. You can get some orders that way. And that's how I do it. I just find that to be easier. There's your local grocery chains that are usually pretty good. Like regionally here, we have Hannaford and Price Chopper Market 32. They're on DoorDash now, and it's freaking wonderful. They're on it. Like, I got one order earlier. It was like 8 and change, 10 item fast order, and that's a $1 tip. But I didn't care because it paid 8 and change, and it took me, I think, 20 minutes start to finish at most. But this is like at 4 p.m. when it's typically slow. So like, I made some money. I made a quick $100 today. So heck yeah, I'm gonna do those kind of shops all day. The Aldi I took was actually probably the hardest order because they wanted a lot of the fines, and those are hardest to get.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a few more people in the comments here. Tim, Gigwise, thank you for coming in. I know you're St. Louis, Missouri. Cruising Dasher. I can't remember what market you're in. If you could say that, that'd be great. Great to see you.
Let's see. Yeah, first off, Gigwise, Cruising Dasher, thank you for joining us. Gigwise, blah, who needs DD? I agree for the most part. I think the attitude, not so much DD, but in general, you don't need one app. You need a series of apps. And just like Budsoda was saying, he was listing off a bunch of different ones, like as he was going. We were talking a lot about Roadie. But you don't need one app. You need a bunch of them. If DD happens to be one of them, great. If not, great. It like do what's best for you. Lots of waiting lists on some of those apps, which is why it's important that you hop on as many as possible sooner rather than later. Even if you have no intention of being a part of that app long term. Like I signed up for Amazon Flex, right?
There's another one.
In 2023 or 22. Took me 2 years just to be hopped off the wait list and into the platform. By then, I think I've done 2 routes. No, 1 route actually. The other one I was going to do, and I was like, I don't want to go all the way to Delray for that. So that was just me. But yeah, some people like those apps, some people don't. And then like you're going to figure out which ones you're going to like over time. Oh, try signing on with a different email or phone number.
It's harder these days with ID verification, but yeah, that's what I would try if I were him. Like, get a burner phone and, straight talk or something for, I think like $35 a month for their minimum data plan. You can run it off your main phone and just have that one sit in the background and then just use that one as a tax write-off, basically.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he needs to diversify ASAP. Like, start signing up for as many apps as you can. I just sign up for him wherever he actually is. Like, I'm gonna guess his home city is where his mom lives. Just sign up there. Ship. That's what I'm thinking of. Thank you, Lisa.
Also, make sure your phone number isn't your voicemail because if you don't answer the phone, they get your personal phone number.
Oh,
that's true. That's a good one too.
A lot of people make that mistake.
I was very big into making sure I had a professional voicemail. So in the event that I get a phone call from somebody and it's for business as well, they know they're not just messing with a person, they're messing with an entire business and they don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they get a business voicemail message. They'll be like, "Oh crap, this guy's got like an LLC and Probably got a lawyer, and he does a lot more things than just these stupid gig apps.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
you obviously do. You got your DSP, you got your emergency management, and all the other things you got your hands into. So
Yeah. Speaking of, since it came up at this point, I guess we'll talk a little bit about that. Guys, if you guys want to build up something with a lot more scalability and growth potential, make sure you check out the Build Your Own Delivery Service Provider course. You can where we teach you how to create a six-figure earning business in as little as 90 days. The course will help guide you to build your business foundation, source and structure your team, and with access to our top-of-the-line seamless technology top-of-the-line technology with seamless integration into the top POS systems that are available in not most restaurants. And make sure you join our community of high-level professionals. The link to that is going to be in the description. By the way, make sure you join us for the Driven Wyld live stream, and you could be part of the conversation too. We're looking forward to seeing you there.
Driven was the only wave of us. Taking back, looking backwards.